Hello, lovely people. Today we're doing something a little different. 14 questions, 7 chocolates. All right.
So the first one is, what's your favorite color?
Oh, that's easy. It's a burgundy red because I love vivid colors. I love bright colors, but I also love like this softness, and burgundy red is just beautiful.
Question 2. What is your favorite book?
I have 2 favorite fiction books. They are To Kill a Mockingbird, because even then I was in love with Atticus Finch. Not Gregory Peck, who played Atticus Finch, but the character Atticus Finch, who fought for what was right, fought for justice, knew he was going to lose, but still gave one of the most compelling speeches to a jury that anyone's ever heard.
You were not in love with Gregory Peck?
Hmm?
Gregory Peck is gorgeous. Like, come on.
And then the second favorite book, and it's still my favorite book, and a lot of people talk about it, is 1984. And people say, wow, you really like dark books. And it's like, no, it's not a reflection on my blindness, people. I just liked the books. They were just incredibly well written and incredibly interesting. All right, where's my chocolate?
Here it goes.
Oh!
What is
Orange Kit Kat! Yay!
Question 3.
Mm-hmm.
How do you usually react when someone is overly helpful or patronizing toward you?
She kicks him in the nuts.
I do not. Some days I do not kick people where it hurts. Some days I try to be gracious, try to give grace, and try to educate along the way. Other days, maybe it doesn't always go so well.
So question number 4. The most interesting place you visit?
I think that the most interesting place that I will have ever visited in my lifetime is the old city of Jerusalem. And the reason is that there's a magical beauty about it, and at the same time, as you walk through it, there's a heartbreak. And it's a mix of emotions, right? Because you see people who are coexisting together, Christians, Muslims, Jews, but not all of them talk to each other. And I just hope and pray that peace will return.
Chocolate time.
Yay!
Are you okay? Are you having a moment? Okay, we're on to question 5.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You could invite 3 figures from history to dinner. Who would you invite and what would you talk about?
Okay. I know people are going to judge me when I say this. The 3 figures that I would invite. The first, I mean, it's a lot of people say this, but I am going to invite Abraham Lincoln because it's not easy to navigate a civil war. Second one is Gandhi. And Gandhi said something really interesting in his lifetime. He said the 2 people he couldn't convince about his views, one was his own son. The other was, at one time, his best friend, Muhammad Ali Jinnah. I would want to learn from him what happened there. And the third that I would invite, and this is where I think I'm going to raise some eyebrows,
We listen and we don't judge.
Adolf Hitler. And the reason I would invite Hitler is I want to understand this man's psychology. I once wrote an essay about the contrast of 2 people who were contemporaries, and the 2 people were Gandhi and Hitler. Both of them were incredible orators. Both of them changed history. However, One had an incredibly positive effect and has an incredibly positive legacy. The other one today is reviled. So that is why I would want to invite those three characters of history, because I think that there's a lot to learn from the people that you agree with and from the people that you completely disagree with. There you go. Next question.
What's your favorite food?
Oh my
Especially
God.
when you want comfort.
When I want comfort?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, this is easy. I'm an addict of chocolate shakes. Now, speaking of chocolate, where's my next chocolate?
Here.
Ooh, it's small, it's round. I think I know what it is. Chocolate peanut butter cup.
Okay.
Next question.
Wait, so this is the question that actually started this whole product video anyway. When you did your makeup video, you didn't actually explain how you put on makeup.
I did too.
Not really. So could you, for the audience, for our fans, could you please explain exactly what it is that you do to put on makeup?
Okay, number one, with the concealer, what I do is I look for where I think there are blemishes on my face, and specifically I feel for them because I have this terrible, everybody has their own nervous tick. Mine is I pick at my face sometimes. And so then there's these little blemishes. And so then what I do is I use this concealer end like a cane, and I find the blemishes first with my fingers and estimate where that is. Then I put it there, and then, I conceal my blemishes. So, all right, let's do lipstick. So my lipsticks are interesting because they're some of them are kind of running out. So what I do is I like a mix of two lipsticks. I like this one because it's more on the kind of reddish side. And so what I do is first I will put lipstick on kind of the lips themselves, right? But of course none of this is blended. So then I'm pressing my lips. But then what I do is I get another one out. And this is usually a slightly darker color. And I'm using my lipstick like a cane, and I'm touching my lips, finding where they start and end, and applying. Then the last touch happens when I use my lip liner. And again, it's so much like using a cane, right? Like you just feel for where do your lips where does the line of your lips start? So here it is. You go like this, and then here is the other one, and you go like that, which is I'm moving it to the left and the right of my lips, and then I go do the same thing at the bottom, looking for the line where I can touch it, and I'm touching it with this pencil. How'd I do?
Perfect.
Yeah? Okay. Next question.
Question 6. How has your understanding of beauty and expression evolved as someone who is blind?
Ooh. Beauty and expression. Okay, so let me talk about expression first. I miss people's faces all the time. I have no idea what they're saying. And sometimes, saying in terms of their body language or their face, right? So that can be a good thing because what that means is if they're staring, I don't know. How do I experience beauty and how has it evolved? I think I have a deeper appreciation of beautiful things now in a way that is not so superficial than I did when I was younger. And it involves all of my senses as opposed to just the visuals. Next question. Wait, I get a chocolate.
Yes, chocolate
Yeah.
time.
I get a chocolate.
Here you have.
What do I get? Ooh! Oh my God.
Okay.
All right.
What's your favorite 90s or 2000s movie?
What's my favorite?
90s or 2000s movie? Because there you stop watching movies after Moulin Rouge.
My favorite movie.
Yes, your favorite movie from the 90s or 2000s.
Okay, this is going to... So I have two. One is this movie called Keeping the Faith, because it's about this Catholic priest who is played by Edward Norton and this Jewish rabbi who is played by Ben Stiller. And they both fall in love with the woman who played Dharma on Dharma and Greg.
Jenna Elfman.
Yep, Jenna Elfman, exactly. And it's just a hilarious movie. Another movie that I also love, The American President. And this is what I share in common with, ironically, Bill Clinton. Because that was his favorite movie of the 90s.
Okay, so the other question. Who are your favorite musical divas?
Bollywood cinema, she was known as the Nightingale of India, and her name was Lata Mangeshkar. And she passed away fairly recently, actually.
2022, I think.
Yeah, and her music, just her melodious voice and toil. So beautiful, beautiful musician. The other diva is Celine Dion. And I was blessed to go to Las Vegas when Celine was still performing. What was really funny is it was supposed to be a girls' trip. It was supposed to be me, Mom, and my grandmother. Well, my dad, how could he miss out on the fun? So he comes too. And then as I'm sitting next to my father, no joke, he's like, do you want to sing with her? Do you want to go on stage? Do you want to sing My Heart Will Go On like you did in Berkeley that one time? And I was like, Daddy, shh. No, you could. And I'm like, Daddy, shh. Okay, moving on. Wait, where's my chocolate? Is
Yes, chocolate time.
Yes, chocolate time. Yay. Ooh. Nutty. I can tell from the texture.
Wonder what you thought.
Lint.
Yep. How do you stay organized and independent?
Her name is Alexia.
Okay, how do I stay organized and independent? Well,
3 spirals, 7 likes, and 2 productivity hacks later.
yes, you were coughing away.
So basically, yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nice.
How do you participate in prayer and engage with Islamic scripture when you can't read it visually? Do you use Braille, audio, or another method?
Audio. I do a lot by audio, and I want, if people are watching, please put more and more and more on audio.
I think that's two.
Two.
That's 2 questions.
I get chocolate.
You get chocolate.
Give me chocolate.
Here.
Oh, I don't know what this one is. Let's see. Crunchy.
Crunchy. Crunchy.
Oh my God.
What is it?
Eh?
Dark
Mm-hmm.
almond sea salt Mexico.
So, how do you do your hair under your hijab?
First of all, I love this because it hides my bad hair day. But on a serious note, I usually take a ponytail. I cut my hair as short as possible in the summer because I'm so hot. Did you hear him cry? Why are you crying?
I love your long, beautiful, straight flowing hair.
Aw.
How do you navigate the workplace drinking culture as a blind hijabi?
Ooh. So I've worked in lots of environments where drinking is sort of par for the course, right? It's something that I learned very early on. So I had the privilege of going to Ireland in the early 2000s on something called the George J. Mitchell Scholarship. So one day we have a reception in honor of the Mitchell Scholars at the Guinness Storehouse. Now, for those who don't know, Guinness is a very famous brand of beer originating in Ireland. So I'm at the Guinness Storehouse, I'm at this reception, and the CEO of Guinness keeps trying to offer me either a pint, which I politely say no, because I've got, I'm good, I just ate something, or I'm good, I have a glass of water, or a glass of wine. And I have a wine glass with water in it, and so I'm just sipping away. I'm good. finally, 45 minutes of this, back and forth, chatting, chit-chatting, and like the 5th time he's offered me something to drink that is not water. And I say, oh, I'm good, thank you so much. And he says, you don't drink, do you? And I said, no, I don't. And he said, I knew it. But if I ever catch you drinking anything other than a Guinness, you're in big trouble. And I said, deal. I won't drink, including not drinking Guinness. So I learned that, you can both in a gentle, sort of passive way engage. And sometimes you can also just be upfront and say, no, I don't drink.
You got a chocolate.
Yay!
Here.
Okay, which one is this? Ooh, I don't know which one this is.
What is it?
Trader Joe's dark chocolate berry.
What message would you share with girls about confidence and identity?
Ooh. What message would I share with girls about confidence and identity? Well, that is not. Well, it's certainly confidence, isn't it? Number 1, be yourself. Because if you're not yourself and you're trying to fake it till you make it, which a lot of us say we do, eventually you'll get really tired. Number 2, remember that you are good. And the last thing I'll say is this: find the people who will lift you up and hold on tight to them. So what do I tell young people, young women about confidence and identity? Be comfortable in your own skin, be who you are, and find the people who love you for you. And I don't get a chocolate for answering such a heavy question.
Nope.
Oh. I'm sure we'll find
All right, that's a wrap.
What is it?
Compose yourself, dear. What did you eat?
Dark chocolate with marzipan.
Okay.
Oh boy.
It's so good.
You're hilarious. Your reaction was just like, what? It's chocolate.
Alexia handed it to me.
If that doesn't stay in the recording, I'll be very sad.
That's why I'm laughing.
Yeah.
I should not make chocolate. That looks phallic.
Oh my god. What?
Oh, all I'm gonna say is, forgive the shape. The chocolate is delicious.
You have a dirty mind.
You have a dirty mind.
Oh, it's a big piece, so I'm gonna.
It's a big
It's a big piece.